Welcome back to the Chad Hasty Show on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. A lot of election news to talk about, and we'll get into some of that with our next guest right now. Joining us on the phones, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing great.
Great. Well, wonderful for you to join us today. Of course, I know that you've been going around with Senator Cruz and talking to folks about getting out and voting in tomorrow's election. This is going to be a very big day tomorrow.
It absolutely is. I mean, we know that Travis County is voting at record levels. We know that Dallas County is voting strongly. And so we definitely need people in West Texas getting their friends out to vote, getting their family members out to vote. A lot of times we see spouses don't vote. One member votes and the other, but we really need people out voting.
Yeah, it's from some of the from some of what I heard over the weekend and some of the numbers that I've been reading, it does appear as though some of the bluest counties are getting out and voting. What problems does that present, not only in Senator Cruz's race, but in other races as well? Including, I mean, you're on the ballot as well. I mean, you've got obviously you've got skin in the game on
Absolutely.
This one.
There's no doubt. Look at Travis County. I think they're at 47% of registered voters voting. That's extremely high. So you know the Democrats are getting out to vote. I think Dallas County is voting like 41% is what I saw. So they're out strongly as well. So we lose votes there as Republicans. We obviously don't win Travis County. We're not winning typically Dallas County. And so we have to bank votes in places where I live, like Collin County, some of the suburbs. We also have to bank a lot of votes in West Texas and East Texas. So it's really critical. This is a really important election and the Democrats know it, because if they take Senator Cruz's seat, we've got Beto O'Rourke, who believes in open borders, who will try to impeach President Trump, who will get rid of ICE. We're talking about a very different senator than what we have.
Do you think that, because obviously in any election, you're going for independence, both candidates, right, are going for
right.
independence and maybe even some of the moderates, the fence centers on this, those who are breaking towards Beto O'Rourke, do you think all of them know where he stands on the issues? Because the media, in my opinion, they haven't done a great job statewide of really covering where he stands on all the issues.
No, and I think that's purposeful. I don't think the media wants us to know that basically we would be electing a guy that would better represent California than Texas. His views are much more similar. That's why he's raised so much money from California, New York, and Illinois, because his views fit well with those states. They don't fit well with Texas, so the media has avoided covering his real positions and just talked about him as his personality. People say, I like him. Well, being a senator is a lot bigger deal than just whether you like somebody. It's what are they going to do?
Right. Visiting with Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton here on the Chad Hasty Show. Yesterday you had Politico come out with a story that basically declared Beto O'Rourke's campaign all but done. Said, where did he get it wrong? You've seen polls that have come out that have shown Ted Cruz in the race. When I see articles like this, this tells me that there are going to be some Republicans who are maybe fired up about voting that are going to stay home. Do you have concern about that as well?
Yes, I absolutely do. I saw this happen in 2010 when Obama, in his second year, midterm election, everybody thought, the Republicans might pick up 8-9 seats, just like they're saying right now about the Democrats. We picked up, we went from 76 Republicans in the House to almost 100. No one saw it coming. It's because the Democrats were apathetic. The Republicans were motivated. The same thing could happen here if Republicans don't get out to vote. If our people get out to vote, even if we split the independents, we still win. But if our people sit back and think this is an important election, we could lose. We could lose one statewide. We could lose two statewide. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you look at the early vote numbers that are out there. Do you have concern about other races in Texas that would be affected maybe by, the coattails of Beto O'Rourke?
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, the fact that he has motivated Democrats to vote, which clearly he has, it's going to affect counties like Dallas, where we potentially could lose some state house seats, maybe even a Senate seat or two. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but that is part of the risk here, in addition to losing potential congressional seats in Dallas County and maybe down in Houston.
Yeah, so very important for Republicans to get out and vote. Tell folks a little bit. I know we're talking about Cruz's race and the importance of Republicans getting out and voting. How's your race going? Obviously, this is one that's picked up a little attention lately by some in the statewide media. But how's your race going overall?
Well, so my opponent, virtually unknown, never run before. He was funded largely at the end by trial lawyers, and he's also been able to self-fund. He's apparently fairly wealthy. So he's put a lot of money into the race, done a lot of attack ads, and so, we've taken it seriously. This guy, think about what happens if we have a Democratic AG. We just defended voter ID. We just defended redistricting, which we're about to go back through. We would have a Democratic AG who would not only not defend, but more likely would be attacking Governor Abbott and the legislature. It would be difficult for the legislature to get their bills past the court if you have a Democratic AG trying to stop it.
Yeah, I think you would see lawsuits all the time from Democratic groups challenging anything that the legislature passes that is anywhere conservative. You would see lawsuits being filed, and you would not have an AG that would be there to defend the conservative legislature that just passed. We've seen that in other states, correct, where you've got a Republican governor, Republican lieutenant governor, Republican legislature, and you got a Democrat AG who's not going to defend the laws.
Yeah, he won't defend the laws. And look, we've got redistricting coming up. It couldn't be more important. If you have a Democratic AG, I'm pretty sure not only will he not defend the plan, he might actually attack the plan. In addition, you're going to see the Democratic AG suing President Trump over and over and being part of that Democratic process of trying to undo things that President Trump's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Attorney General Ken Paxton, it's always a pleasure to visit with you. We do encourage everyone to get out and vote. It's going to be very important. Do you think, any predictions, do you think this is going to be a close race on Tuesday at the top of the ticket here in Texas?
I'm still confident that we're going to do well, but, there could definitely be some close races. I think, Cruz's race could be close. I think mine could be close. There's a lot of races that could be close based purely on voter turnout.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. It's very important for Republicans to get out and vote. General Paxton, as always, appreciate your time, and we'll visit with you after Election Day.
Hey, I really appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and get out and vote.
All right. You too. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.